Whew.
We on?
And we are in.
We're live. All
Here we are,
right.
fully live.
We
You
made
know,
it.
I do work with, I have many brands like Wellbeing Krishna, that is for this Sanatan Yoga Vidya Kendra, it's like a school. And when I do corporate work, I have my personal logo, which his
Mhm.
slogan is just be alive and three dots in
That's
corporate world.
good.
Yeah. So now we have been quite first sorry for all who is watching that we were absent a little bit on this topic. But you visited your ex.
Pardon me?
You visited your ex. No, we cancelled it because there was an emergency.
Yes. He had a stroke.
And what did you do? Controlling the situation or surrendering to the situation? I try to control the situation in difficult environment, do my things also, do that things also, my work and things synchronize. But many a time we need to surrender.
Oh, yeah. Having lost both of my parents and going through all that, I've kind of been on this journey before. And so my thought was, and what I did was support my children because it was been devastating to them. So I went to the hospitals and I supported them, and I was just there. I was just there if they needed a shoulder. I was there to listen. Luckily, at the motel, they had a piano, so I
Hmm.
get to compose and play and keep my center that way. Sound frequency actually affects us. So, but it's really interesting. One of my children said to me, "Mom, why don't you heal him?" Because we're into the healing arts. And through the years, I've realized that unless someone asks you or you're guided for that, I sent him love and healing, but I didn't actually work on him because I wasn't guided to do that. So it, it- that was an interesting paradigm that I went through with this.
Hmm.
Um, so yeah, I mean, there's many many ways to look at something like that emotionally. And sometimes, because of their emotion, you cry with them because it's so deep you can feel it in yourself because you're reflecting. So, yeah, that was quite an experience. And he's in the dying process right now. And and I learned this when I was in Canada. My sister called me to Vermont because this guy was comatose. And so I went there to the hospital and she said, "What can you do?" So when I tuned into him, he was out of his body and he told me he was staying there for them to go through their process of letting him go and that he would come to him in a dream when he was going to leave. So about a week later, my sister called me and she said, "Well, he came to me in a dream and he died this morning." So I know that my ex husband right now is probably standing outside of his body allowing the children to go through their process of release so that they'll get to the point where they'll be glad that he transitions because they don't see him suffer.
You did not witness your ex leaving your body, leaving his body. He
Leaving it,
arrived after his death or during the process.
well, he hasn't died yet. He's
Sorry,
been
sorry, 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 sorry.
well, it's a reality we're all going to face. So, I mean, you can't, it's serious, but it's not. I mean, it's sad, but it's not. I mean, it's better on the other side, so whatever. But no, but he was outside of his body. So, and a lot of times they stand there and they wait till the family gets to a point they can leave. Because otherwise, if they don't, and the people won't let them go, they hold them on the earth plane. Have you seen that too? Where if people won't let their spouse or whatever when they transition and say go and be well and be at peace and they hold them, it actually holds their energy. I've seen that. Have you seen that?
Yeah, but in India, we go through a lot of process, many days, many days. If the if spouse dying, or
Yeah.
you have to go through a lot of rituals. Like once you cremate the body, after that also you go many days with rituals, slowly, slowly letting go, letting go, letting go, not abruptly like dead and then you burn and that's it. No, after this cremation you have to go through many days through a process of letting go with rituals, slowly, slowly, not abruptly. Not it's a
That's
one day
wonderful.
process. You have to give time to pass through 7 days or 10 days or 12 days. You should be with the rituals. Now, nowadays, people are going very fast, 3 days, one day. Like you can choose fast way, but usually you should go through many, many days to letting go slowly, slowly, coming out, taking 2 weeks about. And each
Yeah,
day you are following rituals, different rituals, mantras, this, chanting, and others things to do.
which helps them to move on too.
So here in yeah, in Indian rituals, you need to surrender to a ritual after to let go all the grief, what you did not do with her, what you wanted to do, what you want to speak, and take your time, be isolated, be with yourself, like this.
Good.
Traditionally. In modern world, I don't know, but traditionally.
No, it's like once they bury him, then it's just like over here in the States, at least from what I've experienced. I think that's really wonderful where they actually go within to really dive deep. That's
Allow
a
me
good
to
idea.
put the fan a little bit. It's a resonance coming from the fan. No, just a minute.
Okay, maybe I'm not close enough to the mic.
I have to put the fan. Oh, Shanti. But this fan has a strange resonance. Now it's fine. I can very clear. But I will feel hot.
Oh no, you have to turn the fan
Another
off.
fan, another fan. I have another fan.
So you need to tell people
I have three
it's
fans
like
in my room.
110 degrees there right now,
Three
right?
fans. One here, one there, one in front.
Jeepers, criminy.
Yeah.
That's
So
something.
I see now, Jenny, how you react when the people you put something in social media. I see your views are increasing. So once you put, you try to control the social media, or you just surrender to the social media, let people watch whatever. And what would you like to
Yeah,
say into this scenario? Like I saw you have a YouTube channel.
yes.
Yeah, so I whenever you appear, I like it. Mostly you appear
Mhm.
with a person together.
That's Woo Woo Muse. Now that wasn't the name I came up with. Oh
Hmm.
God, my kids said, "Oh, Mom, are you kidding? That is so bad." But yeah, um, I just put it out there. I do try to read the comments and respond or
Hmm.
like them, but I don't have really any expectation. I know what's meant to happen will happen. And I'm just sharing, we're just sharing our knowledge, just like we are here, and want to help people and empower them in any way that we can, just to bring more peace and love.
Hmm.
Right? How about you?
Me, I don't go because I become restless. Once I post something, every 10 minutes I see somebody liked it or not, somebody read it or not. No, so I completely not going to social media because I cannot think other thing. If I post
Right.
something, uh, I cannot think other things. This keeps on moving in my mind, how people reacting, if somebody like, if somebody dislike. So I start to go through emotions with that.
Oh, okay.
Mm. So
Yeah.
I don't go in social media with my professional things. Personal things I put whatever is, but I never post my professional, like whatever I'm doing with you. I don't post it anywhere.
You
Like
don't? Come on. No, I'm just kidding. What do you mean?
I don't. I can only make one thing I can do. Whatever I do, I can make it live. After that, I don't visit my page at all. Who is watching, who is not watching, how many views, things,
Yeah, I don't care about that
promotions
either.
and things, because it disturbs me a lot. It like I cannot focus on next program. Serious thinking. It takes me away from a like one pointed thinking on, over the another subjects. So for me, once things done, done. Yes, I can. If somebody else is doing, I support this way. But you should be thankful to your viewers. How you see your viewers?
Oh, boy, I do. I do say thank you. Especially when I composed that music and posted it on my sites about my ex having a stroke and then supporting my children. And then I actually, because they had a piano there, I recorded myself playing or composing just my emotions of it. And so I thanked everybody because I had quite a few responses, but negative responses I don't. So I'm on Instagram and my woo news, and then our podcast. Then I post on 2 LinkedIn accounts and actually 4 Facebook accounts.
You have
But
4 Facebook accounts.
yes,
Oh, page or account? Like you can make different pages on one
yeah,
account.
yeah. When I post, I have to go to all 4 that I post on because I have different people on them,
Oh,
and I don't have any expectation. I mean, because expectation creates
is misery.
emotion. Yeah,
Buddha said expectation is misery.
yeah. I mean, so you just do it, and then if I ever see a negative response, I just let it go because it's not mine; it's theirs, and
Yeah,
they
it's
have the
their
right to think.
problem. Yeah.
Yeah, they have the right to think the way they want, and
Mhm.
so yeah, it's all good. But
And other
I
you have
want it
and how do you notice that people reacting differently on Instagram, suppose?
on Instagram. Yeah, yeah, I have quite a few people on there. The TikTok one, oh my gosh, have mercy. I have so many men trying to talk to me. It's insane. I don't even open them. I just keep posting. It's crazy. Yeah, TikTok's really weird. Are you on TikTok?
No, never.
Yeah,
Uh,
well, it's pretty weird. But there's one story I want to tell about my daughter. Okay, so she was going to buy a house in Connecticut
mm,
and she found the perfect house. It was her dream house.
mm.
And something happened that it fell through and she was completely devastated. So I said to her, and I'm saying this for people that have expectation. I said to her, honey, if that one didn't work, something better is coming.
Mm.
That I want you to change your consciousness right now and your thoughts and just visualize something better. And then a month later, she finds a house that's 10 times better than the one she had, and they bought it up in the mountains. And so sometimes when things don't work out, we get very devastated. But in actuality, something better is coming. And if we can keep that mindset, we don't go into the emotional
So
drama.
to the criticism coming, suppose mostly criticism on Instagram or on Facebook.
I don't get a lot of criticism, at least I don't know. I don't look a lot. Sometimes on LinkedIn, things I post,
Ah,
I have a
LinkedIn.
lot of doctors and scientists on there then because
Mm.
I do a lot of metaphysics. And but that's okay because it's neat because it makes people start communicating. Whether they're agreeing or not agreeing, they start communicating, start connecting.
At
And
least
that's
getting
kind of
involved. Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of what, it's all about, isn't
So
it?
you just surrender whatever happening to the social media once you post. Somebody likes, somebody don't like. You are not controlling, just surrendering to it.
No, 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 I don't have enough time to do that. That takes time. No, and I don't like to control. It's funny though. When I was taking care of my dad till he was 97, I took care of him for 15 years. And I had Phoenix and Bliss that were really little. So I was raising them, working a full-time job, taking care of my dad, driving home to feed him lunch and breakfast. And my cousin once said to me, because I had to run everything, the house, I had to run getting the lawn mowed, everything. Um, my cousin said to me, why are you so controlling, Janine? And I said, well, look around me. Is there anybody else that can take care of any of this? I mean, it's just like I went, they thought I was controlling because I was so focused and diligent. And so she called me controlling. I said, well, who else is going to take care of all this? So controlling, some people are just efficient at what they're doing. It's not that they're controlling. There's a there's many levels to that, isn't there, Shri?
Hmm. I was like, mine is more like in yogic way, yoga way, we are all taught to control everything. Control your thought, control your mind, control your body, control your movements. No, be precise, pull your line. Everything should be controlled.
Oh no.
But when I started to learn tantra, surrender, 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 surrender. No, like it's beginning with surrender, and yeah, I learning to surrender, but controlling the event time frame. No, time frame is controlled, but once into the time, surrender. Like is the control is there uh, to have a control over the time to come on time, 8 o'clock. The situation,
Responsibility.
yeah,
Yeah,
situation controlling all the situation that this event should happen.
right.
Once into the event, fully surrendered, not controlling where our talk is going and how it's going, how it will be, what will be the outcome. No idea, completely surrendered. But until the event is happening, so controlling the frame, but not controlling the content inside. Once you are inside, no control. So this is how
No
I
reason.
balance.
Don't
Mostly
control the result.
yeah, I struggle. I don't struggle with my professional time of work, not at all. No, they are fully,
Yeah,
but personal, no control.
go with the flow.
Yeah, personal thing I don't control. Professional I control. No, professional I keep control. Like it's a mix both way, no, controlling and surrendering. Personal I don't control myself at all. Not controlling in personal. And how controlling and surrender both have to be in all the relationship. If we stick to anyone, I think it won't work. Like in any relationship, if you are only controlling, relationship will break up.
Mhm.
If you are only surrendering, you might end up to become a victim. You can victimize
Oh,
yourself. In dynamics of ego, I am saying. In spiritual growth, I control the time, I control myself. But once into the meditation, like going, sit once, like I'm controlling all to pick my body, just start like this. Once inside, no control, no, the surrender. And I found the beauty, like yogic way, yes, you can have a lot of power, control to show people. No, like it's mostly people can see that, oh, you can control things, no, control the mind, control the body. But highest experience happened to me in surrender, in complete surrender, 100% surrender. The highest experiences of meditation come. In controlling, you can only struggle with something.
Right.
Yeah. So I don't control not my thoughts nor my emotions. Nothing I control in meditation. Nothing. Wherever mind going, thinking about Jenny or thinking about Ganga River, going to the mountain, here, there, I don't control at all. And then you see that, yeah, if there is nothing to control, you are already fully relaxed. And if you are fully relaxed, then only you can really experience the higher than you. If you are controlling the meditation, you will always experience something lower than you. I only mind. The experiences are only in the mind. But if you surrender, you can go beyond mind, beyond your ego.
But when you do meditation, do you guide people in the meditation or you just keep it silent all the time?
No, I guide. I
Yeah,
am
I do
sensitive.
too.
So if I see that people, until the environment is in silence, if anybody starts to think, I start to guide. If people are not thinking, I am not guiding at all. I remain in silence. But if anybody mind moves in the, then I start to guide. So if somebody mind is moving, and then when you start to guide, their mind comes to your word.
Yes.
So this is how I control the environment.
Hmm.
Like, don't control until it's needed, and controlling in the benefit of the people. Like this control, the moment somebody mind is moving, then I come and start hold their mind and start to guide them. So, but this control is for guidance, is the benefit of the people, not controlling me in a way to show power and feel that I am powerful.
No. Yeah.
Mostly, yeah, what hurts in relationship or in any way and damages the control you are using to boost your ego and to go into the power dynamics of control.
Yeah.
In relationship also we control, but this control should be in the benefit of the person. Then we control. But if you are controlling in relationship to feel that I'm powerful or I'm insecure, to feel the security and power, then is the worst thing. But control in any relationship or in any way relating to anything is we are always relating to our work, to our spouse, to our children. So if the control I see is in the benefit of the person and putting the person on the way, the control should be there. But if you are controlling out of your insecurity, out of your weakness to feel strength, then it's the worst scenario. You can damage,
Overpower.
you are damaging yourself and you are also damaging the person. Both are being damaged in control, whether it's
Mhm.
work or in relationship. So for me, side control is needed if it gives the benefit to the person. Person feel more relaxed, person feel more happy, person feel more secured. You should control. And you are also feeling, uh, and otherwise, no need to control, just surrender. So,
A lot easier to surrender.
yeah. For me, act doesn't matter what you do. For me, act matters not. It matters from which, what is inspiring to do that. So, if inspiration coming from lack of power, feeling less powerful, if inspiration coming to from, oh, I'm insecure, I must control somebody to feel secure. I'm not feeling powerful, I must control a person, manipulate to feel powerful. So that's it's damaging to both. Here control is damaging and relationship is always ends up in divorce.
You know, that makes me think about um my husband folding the towels.
Mhm,
This is quite a while ago. This is a long
mhm,
time ago, but he wouldn't fold the towels right.
mhm,
You know, in relationships, those little things really pop up. But now, heck, I wouldn't care if anybody wanted to fold my towels and how they fold them because it's so irrelevant. And so for married couples, I would say that don't sweat the small stuff because, like folding towels, or if they leave their toothbrush on the counter. Have you experienced any of that in your relationship with your wife?
I
Where
don't want to talk about it. I'm live.
so don't sweat the small stuff is all I can say because it's such a waste of energy
Mhm,
to be upset over something so trivial. As long as the towels get folded, who cares?
mhm.
You know, who cares? Even if they don't get folded, who cares? But I mean, you got to have order too. So,
I only experience if somebody is coming from the wrong operating center, the control hurts. You don't like to be controlled. If somebody coming from the heart and controlling, you surrender,
mhm.
and it feels blissful. It feels nice.
Give an example of that.
Like somebody is controlling me. Suppose I need medicine on time.
Right.
Yeah. So somebody is controlling me for this. This is in the benefit of it. So you feel a caring,
Right.
and you surrender. You don't resist of this control because
Mhm.
it's in the benefit of me. And somebody is controlling my behavior just to feel powerful or insecure or hatred or jealousy. Don't look at this girl. Don't look at that. Don't talk to women who are more beautiful than me. Talk to the woman. No. So how you feel? No, like I can sense the operating center. I don't care about the act.
Yeah.
Even to somebody else, I can be angry, destructive, but act is the motivating factor behind is in the benefit or less harm. My operating center matters. I am not concerned with act. For with me, no act is holy, no act is sinful. Is the motivation coming, the energy behind that matters. That is for me important. So whenever I feel nice, yes, you surrender to the control. Even we control children, but in the benefit of them. The moment child will feel, oh, you are not coming from love, but something else out of your own fear, out of your own insecurity,
Mhm.
no, then child will revolt.
Mhm.
Child will immediately revolt because he can, our child can sense.
There's the thing difficult about that for me watching my grandchildren is that I've seen so many things, possibilities that can happen through
Mm,
having six children,
mm,
and I'm kind of overprotective.
mm,
And they rebel against me because I'll say, if my 3-year-old's walking down the stairs, I want to take his hand because
mm,
I don't want him to fall because I've seen kids fall. Nanny, I can do it. I can do it myself. I go, okay, okay. So I've had to work on a fine line with children on guiding them without, you know, because of knowledge, creating an insecurity there. You know what I mean? And creating it happening because I fear it. That's tough. That's a tough situation to
yeah,
observe.
you can see the children are very sensitive. They can
Yeah.
immediately sense that you are coming out of fear, out of anger, or out of care. And the moment you are not coming out of care, if child will revolt immediately. So the child in me immediately revolts. It can sense that it's scare or something else. If it is not, child surrenders. Adult is rational. Is, oh, this is the situation, not to fight or not to flight. Adult is rational.
Yeah, it's a very fine line, though, you
Very
know.
fine line, very fine line. You should be height of your awareness. Height of, like you should work on your awareness to sense your own operating center whenever from no movement to movement. So if I am sitting here, nothing, will have to move one time, one day, someday. I cannot remain sitting at one place. So this is my also research work. Like I am trained in movement training.
Mhm.
In simple movement, you can be enlightened. Very simple movement, just like this. No? So if you sit somewhere and don't move at all. Let the mind move, but you don't move your body. There will come a time you have to move. And that's the crux of enlightenment. If you are aware, you can be enlightened. What making me move? What making me move? Why cannot I just sit like this forever? Something is making me move. So that's we study as awareness, energy. If you are sensitive like you will sense the energy coming from where? Oh, if I will not move, I will not work, I will die. Money will not come. I must work. You moved. But that which is moving is fear of survival.
Mhm.
So that's the study. That's the depth of your perception. So you are not looking at the action. Doesn't matter what action you will do. It's irrelevant. Whether in the action you will be controlling or surrendering, irrelevant. But you are making a point, oh, fear of survival making me move. And the law is law of karma. Nobody can deny. Everything it comes back to the same center from where it started to feed it back. So if you put 100 kilowatt of energy from fear of survival to move, you went into the act. And after some time, it will come back and give you 100 kilowatt back. So fear of survival will become 200 kilowatt. Law of karma. You acted out of fear of survival. So next, it will feed back the fear. You will feel, oh, I have power. Now I can move with 200 kilowatt of energy. But the same fear. So you keep on using, but the more you fight for survival, more the operating center becomes more afraid, more fearful. This is the law of karma. Indian rishis. So, and that's where I say act out of surrender, out of love. So maybe in the beginning, you don't feel love so much. Maybe it's just 1 kilowatt of energy. But as the law is 1 kilowatt of energy, if you act, it will be exhausted because very less energy. So you don't give. Suppose I want to water the plant. I don't have love. I have only little bit love. So if you are teaching a child to connect and harness the power of the nature, and if you force them, go 7 to 8, now go and water the plants. No. If you say, go and do something in the garden, whatever you like, maybe the child will take only 1 glass of water and put somewhere. But you give the energy out of love. So even he put 1 glass of water out of love, it will come back and become next day 2 glass of water because it's love. Very little
Mhm.
love, very little care, very little concern about the nature, but the operating center was love and care. So next day, this will bounce back and the child will have 2 kilowatt, 2 glass of water he will. Then he
He's
will
con-
say it will go and after will come back and feed them, give them two back, four. That's the love. It keeps on growing. 4 kilowatt. So he put it 4 glass of water. Next, it will come back, will become double. You put 4 kilowatt of energy, but operating center was love. According to the law of karma, whatever you have done, this energy will come back to you from the nature, to whomsoever it has given, to the plant, to the sun, to the doesn't matter. From that same source, it will bounce back to you. Now you have it. It's a geometrical progression.
that makes sense.
It's geometrical progression, law of karma. Nobody can come out of it. And once you started out of jealousy, same law applies. You can never come out of jealousy in your life.
I don't, it's hard for me to understand jealousy. I guess I've never been a jealous person.
No, I'm just giving example. Love
Yeah,
and jealousy, two emotions.
I know, but I've experienced jealousy, which just dumbfounds me because I don't understand it because, wherever
That
you're
means
at in,
that means you have not been controlling the situation.
I mean, yeah, just be happy where you're at,
Anybody who is controlling will be full of jealous. The moment you start to control a relationship, jealousy begins. Or jealousy already there, you start to control. No, opposite way. So I don't see the act. You are slapping, you are killing, you are kissing. Doesn't matter. For me, it doesn't matter the act, what you are doing. Killing or nourishing or kissing or spitting doesn't matter the act because it's nothing to do with your behavior. It's from the operating center matters, from where the energy is coming that will build back to you. So once a relationship get caught, it keeps on getting worse and worse and worse and worse. Once you're on this track, you will be separating, 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 and one day forever separated. That's the reason of
don't,
divorce.
don't you
Basic
think,
reason of divorce.
yeah, but don't you think that in relationships are for learning and that sometimes you're not supposed to stay in them because at the consciousness you were at when you married somebody and you change and you grow and that person doesn't, it means that you're you're not being honorable to that person and they're not being honorable to you to stay in a relationship that's not loving
Yeah.
and not supporting,
Mhm.
you know. I say that because I've been divorced twice. But no, my relationships, I get along great with them. But the thing is that I honored myself because of patterns of my childhood. I patterned things in my life, and I realized that I wanted to break free of that.
I can
So
give a very
divorce,
simple example how divorce happens. No?
okay,
Very simple. Like you know Japanese and I know Chinese, different language. In order to communicate, if you speak to me in Japanese, I must talk to you in Japanese. If I speak in Chinese, in order to be in relationship with me, you must learn to speak Chinese. We should learn the language of each other. And if the language is different, so if I mean you don't want to speak Chinese, other person keep on speaking Chinese. If you want to be in relationship, you must learn to speak Chinese. Means what I'm saying, a person is operating from the negative emotions center. It will bound you if you want to communicate to the parallel position. it will bound you. If you want to develop communication, you must come out with the same center. Otherwise, there will be no communication.
But don't you think in relationships, both people have to want that? They have to need to learn your
No, I'm
language.
saying how divorce happens. Like if one of the spouse starts to come out of jealousy,
Right.
another spouse doesn't want to operate through jealous center. Then what? There will be no communication, and less time you will spend together. Slowly, slowly, you become alone. And if you want to communicate, that you have to speak the same language.
Mm-hmm. True
Most
that.
of the time, I see this was the reason of divorce. Because one starts to operate from negative, another wants to go positive, is not possible. Then you say, I'm losing my dignity. I don't want to communicate with you and come out with the same operating center. I'm losing my self respect. So you be on your own operating center. Behaviors doesn't matter. I don't want to operate because it will feedback. If you're intelligent, you know that you will be and worse, and you tried and you saw, oh, I'm going more and more into hell in communication. So no communication, no communication, no relationship.
Right.
Relationship means communication. You can speak your heart out. No communication, no relationship. How long you, today or tomorrow, you have to be separated.
So have you worked with married couples?
No, in therapy, I don't touch this part. Never. Never,
I'm
never.
shocked.
I
I'm
learned
shocked.
from Osho. I learned from the mystic, enlightened mystic Osho. No, maybe you know
Yeah.
this name, Osho. He his whole life he spent in this relationship issues. Whole life. He spent his whole life so on this, and you say hundreds of books, or nothing, talking about only relationships, and was not able to solve it. But make it more worse. He tried all his philosophy this way, that way. It worsened the situation. Nobody can solve this. You can solve, yes, your physical health, your independent relation to God, your resource generation, your job, your work, and therapy. In this relationship therapy, I don't want to go because uh, I do other therapies. This therapy, no, I don't want. Because I learned you can't resolve it. You can't
No.
solve it. Impossible.
Well, okay, if everything happens for a reason, correct? So the relationship, to me, relationships are about learning what you don't want and what you do want in a relationship.
Well, I have been in therapy. I can do therapy. No, put
Yeah.
man, woman in front of each other. If they come, okay. Now you close your eyes. See, as become a mirror. Now you speak what you expect from this person, from your wife. Okay. Now, husband, close your eyes. Wife. Now you see what reward you can give back to you. We accept this reward. No, I don't want to do this nonsense.
Ah,
Once
but
or
you didn't
twice
take,
I did. I said, no, 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 this, I don't want to resolve this kind of drama. It
well,
never
I,
ends.
I don't do relationships, but you can just hear them. But you don't ever take the trash out.
I said, be independent. You become healthy, be independent. I can help you earn millions. I can program you. Just ask me how much money you want. That's I can do immediately. But if you want this relation, no, it doesn't work like this. So I did not touch. Knowingly, many people come ask, no, I can make you healthy. I can make you millionaire. I can make you see God, but I cannot fix your wife. And I cannot fix your husband.
Poor
And even if
husband,
I
yeah.
fix, even you fix, it is just for 1 week. How long? No, because both are not ready to look in the operating center. Don't want to go so deep because they will be enlightened. There you will become enlightened and you will have no problem at all with relationship. But nobody wants to go there. Nobody wants to see. It's so painful. So painful to realize I don't love this woman or I don't love this man. I never loved this man. I never loved this woman. I only operated through selfishness. I operated through gain power. I was only using the person for my own name and fame. Who wants to see that? Who wants to see this operating center? Very painful. So even they come for therapy, they don't want to see anything truth. They just want refurbishment on top. And that therapy every week or every month, there will be a cycle. You keep on doing drama with them. And you are seeing the real problem, but you can't say, I don't want to be in this miserable situation as a therapist. Even it will give you a lot of money. Once I start, it will give you, like you are busy since morning till night, and people throwing money just like this. Fix my husband, take $10,000.
Oh, I know. I
Fix
see
my
people
wife, just take whatever you want, fix it. Half bank balance. I will be showered with money, but I don't want to do this.
No, because you have heart. But I know people that have been going to a psychiatrist for I don't know how many years.
Anybody starts. Osho become billionaire, millionaire, 100 Rolls Royce. Secret was this. He projected himself that I can resolve the relationship issues, and he started working with couples in front of them. He started resolving issues. People bombarded him with money. That was his secret, business secret. To have 99 Rolls Royce. And any guru now, having money and resources and becoming popular, they are a carbon copy of Osho. They were beggars. Suddenly, they become billionaire. They have estate. They have millions of disciples. Everything from where? They copied Osho, but they will end up the same untimely death like Osho.
What do you mean untimely death?
Akal, murdered, assassinated, murdered.
Really? Why?
Yeah. Because you are doing these things. This is the karma. That's why, namaste. I don't want all
Me
these
either.
modern guru in India, they will meet the same fate Osho meet. We call it Akal Mrityu. They will be murdered by their own disciples.
Oh. Oh God, I won't go there. So I had a class once, and in the class there was a guy that came there. He was an older guy with long gray hair, and he had been into dark arts. Okay. And he was really verbal about the fact he was in the dark arts. So at the end of the class, I don't even know what the class was. I go around and just kind of connect with him and do like a mini reading on each person. And I got to him and I looked at him and I went to talk to him and he put his head down and I said, no, put your head up, look at me. And I said, you are a beautiful soul. And he put his head down again and I said, no. And you know how it just comes over you? You don't know why you do these things.
Therapy, like all the time you are in a psychodrama.
Yeah.
This is psychodrama. You know that nothing will happen. This what I am doing will remain few hours or few days. Who knows how long it will go. Next day again on their head. I don't want to do this. Yes, you will be having money like anything.
No, yeah, but this was so powerful because I could see his energy and spirit shift. No one had ever sent that love to him and seen him and connected at that place. And it was powerful for me. I felt it. I teared up because I could feel the shift. The man had never felt love or didn't bring it in or whatever it is, but it was a powerful moment for me. And the fact that I said, no, look at me, kind of got a little assertive, but I was led by spirit. So
But
whatever.
it's
I
a
will
very
say that.
nice way to see control and surrender and look at the operating center. I say, Jenny, would you like to come live with me 52 weeks? Operating center, no control. Jenny, whatever you wish, I surrender. Jenny is saying, oh, Yogeshri, I surrender, whatever you wish. No control. We can go infinitely together and growing in our relationship in wisdom and enlightenment to the path of liberation. Neither I controlling you nor you controlling me. We never had conflict. If you start to control me, this series will end.
Okay, Shri. Oh, what a waste of energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
Understanding
waste
the
it.
law of karma is very important. People think that law of karma means I give you 10 rupees and you have to be born next life to give me 10 rupees back. What an idiotic thinking. I slap you one and then you will come to slap me one. No, this is not a law of karma. Law of karma is this ego formation. Ego formation that makes the law to come back. And ego formation is depending on the motivating factor. A motivating factor could be a lot. Not a lot. India has 6 operating centers.
Like, what are they?
All 6 will bring misery: काम, क्रोध, मोह, भय, आलस्य, काम, क्रोध, 6, 7, whatever, something like this. Like operating center, like for the satisfaction, gratification of your sex. If you're moving forward, you will be in misery. out of
Whew,
anger,
that went
out,
over my head.
out of anger, out of anger, out
Yeah.
of infatuation,
Mhm.
fear. Yeah, I don't remember this, but all negative. What we need to see that I won't move from my chair. That's how I met the Shakti in my life. I started to get guidance. I won't move from this chair, I will die until God comes and gives me motivation. This was one day I decided. I was very much worried. Too much. My age was 19, 19, 20, 20, 21, something like this. And I was fully frustrated, reading this, that, and I have to choose my career to earn money, and so many things were in front of me. My age was 23. 23. And I was fully frustrated. I had no money. I don't know what to do. Complete frustration. And I sit on a bench and I decided I will die just like this, in the same position, here and now, until God comes and gives me the guidance. It happened. It happened. God came, give me exact guidance. This is what you need to do.
So, did it come in your mind or did a spirit actually appear?
Just, I was so frustrated at the end, what you will do? I tried my mind, all my knowledge and things. No,
Yeah.
no way, no path opening. I was not sure about any action that it's my path. I should go get a job. I should study this or that. No, no path. I could not see anything in front of me. And my whole life was ahead. At the age of 23 is the crucial age of career formation. And you start to think how to earn money, what to study, what job, and things like that. Fully frustrated, sit one place,
How old
decide
were you?
this.
How old were you when you came to America and were on my TV show?
That's a different, that's after I came to America at the age of 32, something 30, plus 30, I guess.
Oh, okay.
This is 7 years back situation. Well, that led me like this. That did not
Right.
tell me to go to America, but show me a path. And that path was the right path. I followed. I trusted. You can't, there cannot be that you can't trust it, the voice of God.
That's
But
right.
when you are fully frustrated and there is no one you see can help you, this was the situation. I had nobody, nobody I can think of its mine and I can ask any support. I had zero support financially, emotionally, rationally with my own mind. My mind was not supporting. I wasn't so intelligent enough to be confident to choose a path. Oh, this is my lifetime path. I will follow. So if there is nobody in your life, nothing there, who is left?
Yeah.
Only God.
Last resort, isn't it too bad? But that's good. It's awakening.
Yeah.
It's awakening.
We say that we have four voices. Like one voice is we are talking to you. It's called Bakri. Before talking, we think about it. It's in the medium. We call it Madhyama. There is one voice is where you can see, Pashyanti. And there is one voice we call Para, beyond. It's not a voice. There is no words there. And I experienced that. Then this Parashakti came, gave blessings. There was no words there, but path
Mhm.
was. The moment I opened the eyes and mind was zero, the first thought came, this is your path. When the idea came, process,
Mhm.
because it was beyond mind. So when I come out, wake up means like out of the samadhi, like I was fully gone somewhere, don't know where, like anesthetic, you are given anesthesia. Like one time in my life, I had
That, yeah.
operation and doctor gave me anesthesia. So only I tried to remain fully conscious how I am becoming unconscious. So it's like very nice smell of this chloroform, very sweet. You like to smell more and more, very sweet smell, chloroform. So inhaling a lot and counting. They say count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, I started speaking 1, 2, 3, 4, and started seeing like colors and things, and then you are gone. So sitting on this bench, same happened. When I will fully resolve, same like I was anesthesia, gone. Seeing some colors and things, disappeared. And then come back. Coming back from same like operation theater, you are coming back when I started to become conscious where I am. So coming back where I came with consciousness. Oh, here I am sitting on the bench, and there was only one idea in the mind, nothing else, no content. Only one thought was there. In the whole of the mind, there was only one idea. No idea at all. That was my path. Without any confusion. I met Parashakti. I just heard the name before, but I didn't know it's Parashakti. Later on, when I started reading Tantra books and things, Kashmir Shaivism, and many experiences of other mystics and descriptions of Para, then I realized, oh, it was Paravani. But there is no voice there. When you come back, nothing remains in the mind after this experience, fully zero experience, like nothing. When you come back, consciousness touches the body after the mind, you realize, oh, I am here. And nothing remains in the mind except only one idea will remain. No thought. And that's your path. That's how para guides. We call it paravani. Nice talking to you, Jenny. 2116. We are crossing the limit.
All righty. Thank you. Thank you for everyone that's involved and watching, or we appreciate it.
Nice seeing you. Let's see next topic. We had two topics. One is we are
We were going to do the affirmation one, remember? Or did we do that one?
Positive affirmations. How to
Yes.
form it, how to frame it, how to repeat it, how to harness it. Positive affirmation. See you for that.